Directly east of Goodsprings, through a mountain pass, lies a fenced-off hollow known as Hidden Valley, home to the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel, in a bunker right here. The Brotherhood of Steel and I have something in common. We're both information hoarders. Today we're going to go in and read every single terminal, one by one. Starting with Paladin Ramos, head of security, who keeps his terminal just as secure as everything else down here. Still no word from the missing patrols. I was beginning to get my hopes up that the Elder was close to ending the lockdown when they were sent out, but now... A few of our best men headed out around the same time as the patrols without my knowing about it. When I asked the Elder, he said they were on an important mission. Too important to tell the Chief of Security about? Something's up. People are really starting to get antsy around here. I've had to break up 3 fights this week alone. If the lockdown continues for much longer... Hold that thought. I've got Veronica and a stranger approaching the outer door. She's not scheduled back yet, but that's never stopped her before, I suppose. Now let's check out Schuler's terminal. She's the doctor down here. Whenever you enter her space, she gets up and checks out what you're doing. Maybe to make sure you're not accessing any sensitive medical information or anything like that. Luckily, she's not here right now, so we'll half-heartedly conceal ourselves and hack into her terminal. It's been a hard day. I think I lost more than twice as many as I saved. At a guess, I'd say we lost a little over half our number, and all for some broken-down solar energy station that barely works. I think if Elder Elijah hadn't gone missing, I might have refused to treat him. Would have served the prick right. Edit. God, I haven't looked over these in a while. I remember writing this like it was yesterday. Who would have imagined I'd spend the next few years of my life trapped underground? Nothing much to report this week. Just a few cases of mild respiratory problems. Come to think of it, there were a number of respiratory problems last week, too. I should talk to Lorenzo. Maybe something's breaking down. Damn that Taggart. I got stuck scheduling the junior scribes' experiments again. It's bad enough we're gonna make it through this, that we're stuck down here with one another. But of all the Brotherhood scribes in the waste I get stuck with, it's that lecherous scatterbrain for a boss. Perhaps Hardin is right. Maybe it is time for a change. After the battle over Helios between the Brotherhood and NCR, which didn't end favorably for the Brotherhood, bit outside of the scope of this video. Without getting too bogged down in exposition here, Elijah was the head honcho guy prior to McNamara. He was widely considered to be a genius, a mechanical genius, not a tactical genius. Schuler also wrote she noticed an increase in the number of patients with respiratory problems. She kind of mentions that it might be the wind or a figment of her imagination, but says Lorenzo might know the root cause of that and that it might be legit. Lorenzo's head of maintenance, so we're going to read his terminal next and see if there's any insights into that. Schuler's imprecise accounting around casualties seems strange to me. Her description of Taggart is pretty concerning too. This is maddening. All my research thus far points to a company called Poseidon Energy as having experimented far beyond the capabilities of our current power armor and weapons. It is possible they were behind the development of the equipment the Enclave used as well. Why then have we found numerous caches of military-grade equipment throughout the wastes, and nothing from this company? I have just discovered something horrifying. If my projections are right, we must. But I shouldn't get ahead of myself. The Elder will know what to do. He must. The Elder has asked me to provide a list of possible locations for the components needed. Unfortunately, our reconnaissance of the area is lacking due to Elijah's insistence that we concentrate all efforts on Helios. Ibsen and I have managed to retrieve some information from the data store on sites of potential interest, but they are mostly military and industrial locations. If only I knew if there are other bunkers or even one of those old Robco vaults in the area. And that was the last terminal on the first floor. Now it's time for the second floor. The terminals are represented here as little green squares. These up here all access the same server partition, so they're all the same. Let's go read one of them now. Project Goals, Hidden Valley. The goal of the Hidden Valley project is to create a self-sustaining shelter for high-ranking VIPs that can serve as a command structure in times of crisis. The bunker itself is located several hundred feet below the surface. Multiple layers of reinforced materials serve to prevent a breach of the inhabitable areas by anything save for a direct hit by a bunker-busting weapon utilizing a megatonnage considered outside the capability of America's closest competitors. In the event that our enemies become capable of such an attack, the bunker's dervish camouflaging system makes targeting the site impossible for automated systems, forcing aggressors to rely on guesswork and sheer luck. Systems Overview. The Hidden Valley bunker relies on two main systems. The Candle fusion power system provides power to all bunker systems. Built more for reliability and duration of service, the power output of the system has been exceeded by many current designs, but it can supply the bunker with power for an estimated 752 years. The Dervish camouflage system provides visual and electronic interference to prevent airborne or long-range enemy weapons from targeting the bunker. The normal soil around Hidden Valley has been supplemented with a combination of aluminum and various silicates, which are then dispersed using a widespread network of industrial fans to blanket the area in a cloud of what is essentially chaff. Combined with the electronic countermeasures of the nearby array at Black Mountain, the bunker at Hidden Valley is effectively impossible to target. Sick. And then we got that Elder dismissal incidents. Those Elder dismissal incidents. Let it be recorded that on this day, Raymond Lorne was dismissed from his post as Elder for committing the crime of murder. Brother Lorne was known to have hostile feelings towards the victim, Senior Scribe Ritter. The guilty party insists that Ritter's death was a tragic case of friendly fire. The bunker was under attack at the time, but the tribunal felt they could not let him persist as Elder with such suspicion hanging over him. Head Scribe Bukic. Be it known that from this day Kenneth Jones shall no longer bear the title of Elder. Brother Jones has willfully gone against the chain that binds, and has been forced to step down. Head Paladin Linquist succeeds him as Elder. Head Scribe Morgan. Let the record show that I have stood witness to the dismissal of David James from the post of Elder. Brother James was charged with destroying an unknown device recovered from a recent expedition. The purpose and function of the device remain unknown, and Brother James has thus far proven unwilling to discuss the matter with anyone. Head Scribe Talwin. The chain that binds is the cornerstone of our organization, the rock that supports the great tree of the Brotherhood and its myriad branches. It holds that 1. Orders are to flow from on high down through the ranks. An order from a superior must always be obeyed, that their wisdom may be carried out without hesitation. 2. Orders are to observe the flow and not skip ranks. A superior may only give orders to his direct subordinates and not to those beneath them. In this way, harmony of intent and cohesion of thought is maintained. And here's the final terminal, in the room with the candle fusion power system. By order of Elder McNamara, engaging the bunker's self-destruct sequence requires the assent of the head scribe, head paladin, and elder of the chapter. Each of these brothers has been given a key card to be produced in case of emergency. When all 3 key cards are inserted below, the password to the self-destruct terminal to the right will be generated. Please report a lost or stolen key card immediately, by the way. Generate self-destruct password. Please insert all 3 key cards below. It's time to self-destruct this video now. Thank you for stopping by.